What's up, everyone? Josh or Miho here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the debut album from the band Extremely Rotten, entitled Grotesque Acts of Humanity. This is released on Show No Mercy Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they're based out of Jacksonville, Florida, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very simple, regular kind of style of brutal death metal, but there's just a little bit of an alien kind of vibe and undertone hidden within the music and the lyrics. I first got introduced to this band back in 2011 at the 5th annual Gore Growlers Ball Festival. It was a 3-day festival that took place here in San Antonio, and they played day 3. And they happened to have Sean Whitaker on the vocals. Now, this was pretty much a busy weekend for Sean Whitaker because he played with 3 bands. Uncleansed, Viral Load, and this band, Extremely Rotten. And aside from Sean Whitaker doing great vocal work as he usually would do, the musicianship in itself I thought was very entertaining and very impressive. I really enjoyed what I heard. I dig the tight fluidity within the music and just the overall vibe and craftsmanship that this band has. They knew what they were doing and they executed it very well. I got to see this band a second time back when they decided to stop here and do some stuff with the band Gutfucked and Imperial Massacre. I got reacquainted with these guys and got to buy a shirt from them, got to see them play, and they had Tony from Gutfucked doing vocal work this time around. It was pretty cool. It was pretty damn awesome to see them play. Seems as if they decided to grow a little bit more musically, and they seem to be in the right step doing that. Now comes this debut album. They came out with a demo release back in 2009, and it had some really awesome musicianship going on there. And it only made me wonder what they were going to do for this debut album. And I found out that they got a new vocalist to do work on this album, and they got Mike from the band Diminished to do vocals on this album. Now, I'm pretty big on Diminished. They're a really badass band, and I'm wondering how Mike's vocal style would fit in with this kind of death metal. Now, I get all the answers here with this debut album, Grotesque Acts of Humanity. It's 10 tracks, and it runs around 29 minutes in length, and I gotta say, after all of the vocalists and all the trials and tribulations that this band has had, I gotta tell you, this is a pretty impressive debut album. There's a lot to enjoy here. It's nothing you haven't really heard before, but the way this band executes it, it's very entertaining, and there's definitely a lot of potential and promise to go for Extremely Rotten. Some great stuff going on here. Musically, I love the way everything merges together. I just love the way the guitar sound. The riffs are very heavy. They're a little on the chaotic side at times, but I think that's the kind of point and purpose that's meant to be for this record. Like, take the track Inhuman Harvest. There's a lot of great creativity going on with the guitar on that song. It's very catchy. It almost brings forth that outer worldly alien kind of vibe that you hear within the songwriting and the lyrics. I think it's pretty damn impressive what they do with the guitar here. And it's catchy too, because you have moments where the song stops and then you hear some pretty sick, thunderous kind of riffs going on, and then it goes back into the main ebb and flow of the song, and I think it's really damn cool. The bass work on here is very good, not muddy sounding, but very good, very clear, nicely done. It blends in well with the guitar work that's being done here. It's very, very entertaining, and I really enjoy the way that it's produced. I should also mention that James Murphy, the great James Murphy from Testament and Cancer and all those great bands that he used to be in, I believe he did the producing, mixing, mastering, whatever on this album, and it's a bang-up job. I think it sounds really awesome. Now we get on to the drums. This is the guy that I pretty much know very well the most out of all the band members here, Juan. I think he's pretty much the heart and soul of this band, and he delivers some incredibly entertaining drum work going on here. It feels natural, it feels real, it feels smooth, and the way he plays the drums here is incredible. I really dig his drumming style. I dig his fast double bass. I dig his drum rolls, his drum fills. I think there's gravities on here. I don't want to say yes or no to that, but if there are, they sound pretty dope and top-notch. There's some great, entertaining drum work going on with this album. I mean, tracks like Chambers of Excruciation and I want to say Rotting Placenta. That's a song from Extremely Rotten that I know very well here. And on this album, they execute it very well. I really enjoy the drum work and the drum stylings on this album. It's very entertaining. And the vocals, Mike is a top-tier vocalist in my opinion, and I think his addition to this album is very, very, very vital and very well intended here. He has a very low, guttural kind of voice. I think on some songs, his vocals tend to get a little bit lower and a little bit deeper. It sounds scary, because he has a really good kind of guttural roar and guttural growl to his voice. Although there are the occasions where he does scream a little bit, and I would have liked to have heard more of that show up on this album. But mainly, throughout this album, the vocals are on the guttural, low kind of side, but he does it in the way that makes him a really awesome vocalist. He does some great vocal work here. I think it's a solid performance from him here. So, overall, if you're a fan of brutal death metal, if you're familiar with Extremely Rotten's earlier works, if you've seen this band live, this is definitely a very welcome debut, and I definitely welcome what this band has to offer in the near future, or what's to be coming next for them. Some really awesome Florida death metal. I definitely recommend you check this out. If I had to pick any favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say definitely Inhuman Harvest. Great stuff going on here. Chambers of Excruciation, Eating Away Through Your Prolapsed Rectum. Crazy song title, I gotta tell you. Breeding Alien Hybrids, Rotting Placenta, and that's one other thing I gotta mention. The lyrical content is a little bit on the contrasting side. You have over-the-top crazy gory lyrics, then you have alien-inspired lyrics, science fiction-inspired lyrics. The lyrics are over the top and all over the place, but it's fun for what it is. It's awesome stuff. So I'm going to leave you some links in the description box. I'm going to leave you a link to their store where you can purchase it from them, buy it from them, get a shirt, poster, or CD from them. Really cool stuff. And I'm going to show you the album again. This is Grotesque Acts of Humanity by Extremely Rotten. This is released on Show No Mercy Records. Check this out. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Really impressive debut. Support Extremely Rotten. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. And until the next time, Army Ho out.